All right, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It's good to be back. I missed not being here on Thursday and Friday, but we're back here Monday, back doing what I love, and I know most of us love doing this, and it's exciting to be back. So what could I say? Let's get into this. So this morning we have a few gappers up here. We do have CEI, RDHL, kind of fading a little bit there, but still watching now, also keeping on watch. And we do have ENLV. ENLV kind of was on my back burner list, my dark horse list, but now ENLV's hitting some new highs. Just hit 960 a few seconds ago, so I'm going to be keeping that one on watch. That is a 3 million float stock with some positive news. So we can't sleep on a low float stock over there. Still light on volume, but we'll see if better volume can move in today on that play. But all right, let's get into CEI. So CEI, for those of you who don't know, maybe you guys are a little bit newer to the market. CEI is a big turd. CEI is a big turd. Yes, I know, Nick. Yes, most penny stocks, or pretty much all of them, are turds, but CEI is a super turd. So this one is on my toxic ticker list. Those are some tickers that I have written out that I don't like to long, and I would say 95% of the time I don't long them. I can't say I never longed any of those stocks, but very rarely. They would have to set up perfectly for me to long them. So CEI is on that list. Is on my toxic ticker list. You guys can see. Just look at this chart. So many reverse splits. I think I was joking around. I think CEI has the record for most reverse splits in the entire market. It's gotta have the record CEI. Every time I look at this thing, it's announcing reverse split. So basically, a reverse split, they pump it, they dilute it, goes back to zero, reverse split it, dilute it, and they just keep doing the same thing over and over again on CEI. So be very careful on this one, guys. I was saying it's possible CEI, you could make a short squeeze thesis for it. It does have a high short float. I was gonna say maybe if the borrows were maybe cheaper or they're easy to borrow, we could see shorts get really aggressive on it, and if right volume moves in, we could see it squeeze on up, but that's not the case. Centerpoint has no shares to borrow. Trade Zero has no shares to borrow. IB has no shares to borrow. And the other two main shorting brokers are Cobra Trading and Speed Trader. And I'm not sure if any of you guys do have one of those two brokers. Let me know if there's borrows or not. But majority of the brokers do not have shares to borrow on CEI, so that kind of throws out that possible short squeeze thesis. Hey, anything's possible in the market. It's possible CEI could run today, but as far as meeting my criteria, it just doesn't meet that for me. So this one I'll probably be avoiding because I don't have borrows, and it's just not gonna meet my long criteria. So CEI, I'll just be watching it. I'll be commentating. I'll see how the volume looks, see how the price action looks, and then we could go from there on CEI. All right, next we do have, let's get into RDHL. Now, RDHL, this one does have a good headline. This one did have FDA approval this morning on RDHL. If you guys want to read the whole headline, it is over in Discord, so you guys could read that headline on RDHL. Now, RDHL, the opposite of CEI, this is easy to borrow. What do you guys know about easy to borrow? I remember this: easy to borrow, easy to blow up for the short side. If the right volume comes in, we could have a massive squeeze on our hands. Why? Because most of the brokers have easy to borrow shares, so it's you don't have to pay for the borrows; they're free, and you just have majority of traders. Hey, free borrows. Let me take a short. I usually never have borrows, and then you see what I mean by easy to blow up. So do have an easy to borrow stock here on RDHL. Do have a good headline. We do have FDA approval. Now let's look at the history of RDHL. See if this thing has gone on any form of rips, any form of runs. Let's see. Pretty late volume. You can see going back. Didn't really see any volume bars, like above 5 million or so. So it doesn't have any sort of history of running RDHL. So don't like that too much. It doesn't have any history. Let's look at the statistics real quick. Yahoo had the float around 13 million, so a little bit higher than we love. I like loaning below 10 million, below 5 million better. So a little bit a little bit higher on the float side. Institutional ownership right there. We like 30% or higher. We're at 29%. Held by insiders 19. So statistics aren't terrible. We have about 30% institutional ownership, but I'd like to see a little higher. Now let's look at the price action. Let's look at the technicals. Let's look at the volume. So you guys can see, the volume for this thing wasn't bad until like around here. We started to fade on off. Volume started to slowly decrease. Same with the technicals. We're putting in some lower highs. You can see lower high, lower high, lower high. Starting to occur a little bit here, but still on light volume on RDHL. As far as the volume, since this 8:30, 8:20ish mark. Same with the technicals. Putting in some lower highs. So RDHL, do want to see how this thing opens on up. Like I said, I do like the fact that it's easy to borrow. I do like the news headline on it as well. So those two factors I do like a lot. As far as technicals and volume, it needs to look a little bit better. Same with the price action. So another one. We'll see what it does at open. We're gonna have some support right around $8. $8 is a natural support line. It's a whole dollar mark, so I will be mapping up $8. Are going to have some $9 resistance too. You can see we rejected here. $9 also a whole dollar number, so is going to be a natural resistance as well. So RDHL, we'll see what it looks at open. Right now it's a no touch, especially if this thing opens up on dead volume. Probably going to be a no touch. Need to see much better volume, especially for a little bit higher in float. Going to need to see the volume step on up a little bit. But I do like some factors here in RDHL. I do think this does have some potential today to make some sort of move. I have seen FDA approval in the past go on some nice runs, and same thing with easy to borrow names. The easy to borrow names are some of the biggest runs in the market. So that's gonna be the deal with RDHL. And for any questions in the Discord, in the live chat, we'll get into that. Once I'm done with the pre-market analysis. All right. So next, let's see. Next, was that it on the watch? Oh yeah, ENLV. ENLV, last one on the watch. Kind of a dark horse name, like I mentioned before. Extremely light volume, only 127,000 shares traded this morning. Big spreads. You guys can see the spreads if you're looking at your level 2. Big spreads. It's going to be a very thin name probably. So this one could go on some sort of rip. Right volume steps in. Also could be a chat room target. I could definitely see some chat rooms targeting ENLV this morning. So maybe be careful, stepping in early on this one. Maybe wait for some sort of U-shape or some sort of curl back on up. You're getting in right away, especially right at the open. Could be some chat volume. Could get stuck in a halt. And if the chat room guru sells, you're going to get crushed. So definitely ENLV. I would wait a little bit, maybe 10 minutes into the open. Be patient, wait for some sort of curl back on up, some sort of higher low patterns. If this thing starts going straight up out of the gates, it's possible it could be a chat room pump. So just be cautious on it. And that one I'm just gonna be waiting a little bit. Wait for that one to set on up. All right, that's gonna be it for the morning watch list. Sorry, if you guys hear any noise in the background, it is my dog eating a bone, so do apologize about that. George, good morning. Oh yeah, XNet. Forgot about XNet. Wasn't here on Friday, and Thursday, so forgot about XNet. What is XNet doing? Wow, XNet. XNet's still holding on up. Still holding on up on XNet. What do we have? We have some highs from a prior day around 680. So XNet could definitely be testing that mark today. Crazy overall move on XNet, especially these last few days. How much Considering how much the volume dropped off. Look at that, went from 72 million to 8 million. It still held and didn't even fade. So, pretty crazy stuff here on XNet. This is a multi-day runner, so I don't like playing multi-day runners. But hey, if you guys are liking XNet, you definitely could be on squeeze watch today. Especially if you get over the prior day highs. Right around 680. Could definitely be seeing a nice move to the upside this morning on XNet. Yep, Stevie, my dog, is a Dogo Argentina. Very impressive if you guessed that, but I'm pretty sure I said that before. How about CRC? Check out CRC. Let's see, CRC. Wow, ton of. Let me see. Let me look on the my other chart. So CRC, a little bit on the lighter volume side this morning on CRC. Let's look at the chart. So it looks like on Friday, it did have a nice little gap on Friday, and this morning it's looking for some continuation today. I had this close on Friday. This closed strong on Friday. So I had a relatively strong close on Friday. So, and a high institutional amount of ownership, high short float. So, yeah, CRC is definitely not looking bad this morning. Definitely not a bad looking play here for possible continuation. Strong close, high institutional ownership. Could definitely see some sort of continuation this morning on CRC. I'd wait for some sort of pullback, maybe around this 840 mark, 850 mark, and then curl back on up over on CRC. Just remember, it's not a micro float on CRC. So gonna need some volume to continue to move on up. All right, we got about 8 minutes till this market opens up. Yep, Stevie, same breed. Some people call him a Dogo Argentino, and some people call him a Argentinian Mastiff. So Sterling CEI shares are available on Trade Zero. That just become available now because someone did say over in chat that they weren't available. So it is interesting if they just became available. Now they're gone again on CEI. Interesting. Let me check center point again. JJ, what's going on? Good morning. This morning we have on watch, we have, my tickers just got messed up here. Let me fix this back real quick. So JJ, we do have CEI on watch. We do have RDHL, and we do have ENLV on watch. So those are our main three watches this morning. The game plans, we went over them. I went over the game plans. Let's go back. Let's run through them real quick again. Just because I know some people like to join on a little late. So CEI, this is going to be a most likely an avoid for me on the long side. For those who have been in the stock market, penny stock market for a little bit now, know CEI is a really big turd. It's not just a turd, it's a super turd. It's on the toxic ticker list, so have to be very careful with CEI, especially on the long side. So this one's probably be a no touch from me on the long side. Even if volume does look great, I'll probably still avoid it. So CEI, definitely be careful in this one on the long side. At the same time, there's no borrows, so I couldn't even look for a short if I wanted to. I'm gonna check in a second here if shares became available. ENLV, dark horse of today, light volume, very light volume. Did have a good headline, and it is a micro float. Yahoo has it around 3 million. This has it around 300K, but low light volume, good news, and a micro float on NVLV. So you got to see if volume could step up a little bit here on NVLV. I said wait. I'd say wait a little bit on ENLV before you do hop in along, because I said this could be a big chat room target on ENLV. These are these setups they love. They love these light volume plays with news, and they love the micro float. So this could definitely be a chat pump target right out of the gates. So I'd wait a little bit and then go look for an attack on a long if ENLV does set up for you. Then RDHL, last one on the watch. Still like this one. If it could ever curl back on up, maybe get back over 9 and reclaim. I do like this one, but I'm going to need to see some better volume. I like how it's easy to borrow, and I do like the news. I do like the FDA approval news. So on RDHL, if this one could ever curl back on up on better volume and reclaim 9, I could definitely look for a long here on RDHL. All right, that's it. Just went through it real quick there. Those are the 3 on watch, and that's the game plan for the 3. Sterling Trader. No, I haven't been able to locate anything on CEI. I'm gonna check one more time here if shares became available. Still nothing over here, Sterling Trader. No, nothing to borrow here at CP. So I'll just have to be sitting on the sidelines. I know sometimes they like randomly appear, just like you. I know you said there was nothing, and then you're able to get more. So I'll be checking in every few minutes to see if anything pops on up for CEI. All right, so we got about 2 minutes till this market opens on up. I'm gonna throw up the new scanners for us, and we'll get started for this day. Monday morning. Also, I'll have a great trading day. Remember, stick to your setups. Be patient. Let the trades come to you. Don't force anything. No FOMO. Make sure you're sticking to your game plans. Everyone should have a game plan. Stick to your plan. I'm going to throw up another level 2 for us. I'll put up CEI on the bottom, level 2. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to put up RDHL. Alright, so we have CEI on the top, and we have RDHL on the bottom, level 2. Market's about to open in just a minute here. You guys know how I like to trade. I don't like to jump in at the bell. I like to be patient and give it a few minutes. I want to see more chart develop. I want to see how the tapes look at open. All right, here we go. Market is open right now. See, CEI trying to hold $2. RDHL. Uh, Light volume push here on RDHL. We'll see if it could hold that E50 mark. CEI. S8 ship here. This was one of my swing trading. Did swing ship. Did exit last week over on ship. This one's trying to break out of the descending triangle pattern here. There's CEI. There's 370s on CEI. Same thing with RDHL. Huge pullback there on RDHL. So both of our top two plays right here, guys, dumping. So we got a lot of dumping so far here at open. RDHL's testing 8 right now. So that one really gave back there. 850 all the way down to 8. Looks like it's about to 8's about to break down too. So that's exactly why we don't like jumping in and out of the open, guys. You know, that's why I don't like touching anything right at the bell. I like giving it a few minutes because something like this could easily happen. So let's see. Let's see if CEI can start the base or RDHL could hold $8, but definitely looking a little weak here out of the opens. Didn't even like the volume either on both of these right out of the gates. We'll see, stock block. You know, we're only a minute into the market. We're only a minute in. We'll see what happens in the next 20 minutes, and then we could see. But I definitely agree with you. Nothing I'm in love with at the moment either. And there's CEI back over 4. CEI back over 4. Looking a little heavy though. You see the tape on CEI looking a little heavy on this push here. Looking a little bit heavy. And there's a new high right there on CEI. What's going on with XNet? Yeah, XNet is a crazy one. There's CEI, some new highs right there. So CEI breaking out a little bit here. You know, I would like CEI a little bit more if there was, if it was relatively, I wouldn't say easy to borrow, but if there was some borrows out there, but it doesn't look like there's much borrows out there on CEI. So, I mean, who's there to squeeze? Who's there to squeeze on CEI? And look at that, right back at 380. So there it goes. We said, CEI is a dilution city, and probably have some bigger hands, selling here on CEI. And same thing every time, reverse split, unload your shares, goes back to nothing, and then, repeat. Good one. Good one there, Stopwalk. Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with you there. Yeah, CEI is not a long. Yeah, I mean, I told you, no one should really be looking for a CEI long. It's on the toxic ticker list. Let's see, ship, 85 cents. Yeah, Ricky, I was saying it earlier. I think CEI has the record for most reverse splits of all time. Gotta have the record. ENLV could see a quick pump here. Watch ENLV right here. Taking the CEI crap off here. ENLV. Still very light volume, guys, and the spreads are huge, but I could definitely see maybe a chat room pump it here on ENLV. So definitely be careful, but I could definitely see chat start to come in here on ENLV. Just because how cheap it, just how low the float is and how light the volume is. So if you are looking for it, I would say maybe it's one of those where you want to take your profits quick and run, or just avoid it. I'm gonna be avoiding it, but let's see. Ship. So you are seeing some shipper action. It is November 4th. Historically, shippers have ran in the past in November. Let's see. RDHL still holding $8. RDHL still holding $8, but still extremely light in volume. I mean, if it ever gets back over 850 and starts to base, maybe I could look at it then. But right now, I'm just gonna be watching it. But $8 is basing a bit. Eagle, you say, what do you mean when the tape looks heavy? It just looks when it's kind of sluggish. It's trying to move on up, or even it's going sideways, but the tape's looking really heavy, like something's weighing it down. That's what I mean when the tape looks heavy. AGRX, nice little move on up. Let's see. ENLV. Still extremely light volume there, ENLV. RDHL trying to hold $8. Do you have a bidder here? Let's see if $8 testing right here. Probably done. If $8 crack, it's probably done for RDHL. Yep, and there's looks like it's game over there for RDHL. So $8 did breach right there. CEI trying to curl, but I don't trust CEI at all. This could honestly see much lower CEI. I would not be surprised if we saw CEI at like 280, 290 today. Would not surprise me at all. We saw that low today on CEI. So right now, guys, just looking around. I'd love to trade. I'd love to get into something, but I gotta be smart. Gotta take good setups. Can't force anything. ENLV back over 9. Yeah, we did go over that, Sterling. It was easy to borrow name over on RDHL, but just the right volume that we needed didn't step in. We didn't get that volume that we needed on RDHL to make that move. ENLV, a little bit of a pullback here. We'll see if 850 can hold. First name, you called AGRX in the 140s. Coming up to 160 right here. Nice alert. Good call there. on AGRX. Kind of a very funky looking daily chart here on AGRX. Not really loving that daily chart here. But, solid move nonetheless. CEI trying to curl. Ducks is long XNet. Yeah, I just can't get involved with this one. Just a multi-day runner, Just don't like longing really past day 1 or day 2 max. That's just me. Just a personal thing. For me, I just don't have good. I've tried in the past. I just don't have good a winning percentage. Doing that. I find most success for me in the market is longing day 1s. So that's what I like to do, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. Let's see, Yuma. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you don't mind dropping a thumbs up, subscribing, and turning the notification bell on, notified every time I go live, would appreciate that. And also, we do have a free Discord chat. Links down below in the description. If you guys haven't already, definitely check out our Discord chat. But all right, let's see. ENLV is still holding 850. Still trying to hold 850. And there's CEI back over 4. It's just not going to be able to get myself into CEI. I just can't long that one. It's just on my toxic ticker list. No matter what it does, just can't long it. Definitely not a bad looking pattern though on CEI. Morning push. Curl back on up. Put it in a higher low. See if it bases at 4. And see if it gets that push. But it's CEI, so not one that I gonna be touching. So watch the bids here at 4. Let me put CEI back on here. So let's see how the bids look at 4 on CEI. And testing these highs right here. So just watching the tape here on CEI, watching the tape. So obviously if you're long, you're going to want to see $4 start the base and hold. I'd probably say your risk level would be 390 if you're short. I'd say definitely be risking those highs. Risking the high day here on a short. Risking 10 cents to possibly make a nice return on CEI if it unwinds today. Just speaking hypothetically, I'm not in anything right now. I'll let you guys know if I do enter anything. First name, sorry about that. Nightbot's kind of annoying. He did put you in timeout there. You could at me in Discord chat if you want to get your what you were saying across. I'll just relay your message in the live stream. All right, so let's see CEI. Let's see if this thing can continue to base over 4. So there we go. New high day there on CEI, 430s. It's a new high day right now over on CEI. A few guys talking about PCG. And there's CEI. Here comes the unloading. There comes the unloading there on CEI. Kind of see what they did there. They trapped some shorts, pushed it on up, and then trapped some longs on that push, and then unloaded there on CEI. And you can see that volume candle right there was the highest volume candle we put in all day, right on that big stuff move. You got it, Richard. Yep. Yeah, that's why we don't. That's I'll give you guys a heads up each time. We get one of those toxic ticker names. AGRX, nice slow steady uptrend here on AGRX. So let's kind of turn our attention towards AGRX a little bit. Let's take off ENLV up here. Let's see what AGRX is looking. Lou Best, you got it, man. You got it. Trading's all about just being patient and waiting for your setups. If something doesn't meet your criteria, you don't have to trade it. Just because CEI is gapped up and it's a low float does not mean it's an automatic long. You guys all gotta have criteria and stocks that meet your criteria. Then you could look for your pattern, and then you could go attack long or short. Let's see, AGRX. Let's see. Do you have a gap to fill here? I just saw that. The chart there on Tradius. I don't love it. But you guys could see if we could get over this 170 mark on AGRX, we do have a gap to fill here to this 240 mark. So you can see we have no resistance here, so you have to gap to fill 240 on AGRX. I think we just saw a similar one. Was it on IC? No, it wasn't. Yeah, I can't remember the ticker name, but do you have that gap to fill there on AGRX? So Let's see if we can enter that gap fill on AGRX. This thing could definitely be a slow steady grinder today on AGRX. We did see IC going on that nice steady grind as well. Let me just see the float here on Yahoo Finance on AGRX. All right, so 43 million in flow, a little bit higher. Institutional ownership is high; it's at 54%. We'll keep it on watch throughout the morning on AGRX. Probably not something I'd be longing. If anything, it would be more of a possible swing trade if it closes stronger to enter that gap fill. So maybe we'll see how it looks later on today for a possible swing trade, depending on how it goes into the close. Because we have been seeing that recently. We have been seeing we have been seeing some more multi-day runs recently. Stocks that close strong and then have nice continuation the following day. What's going on with IFMK? Probably some sort of offering or bad news on IFMK here. Let's see. Yeah, thank you for the heads up on IFMK. I know a trader in our chat loves playing dead cat bounces, so I'm sure this is going to be on watch for him. It's one of his favorite setups. Likes looking for the bottom reversals. Let's see CEI again. Let's see if they get more unloading into this pop here on CEI. Each time we went on a nice spike, you can see here. Big def drop, another def drop here. So let's see if we get this this topping action here on CEI, or if we're gonna hold this time. So watch the tape here. Watch the tape on CEI. We just see the bids. The last two times we saw the bid just pull extremely hard. You see we're right here at the high of day, but stalling a little bit here on CEI. You see a little bit of hesitation here on this coming up right here to the highs on CEI. This push is on a little bit lighter on the volume side on CEI, a little bit lighter in the volume side on this push. All right, so here's the break here, 440s. Let's see. This is where I would say this is where we would probably see this stuff move happen again if it. Last time they unloaded it into a high day push, so another high day push here. Some bidders there sitting at 430. You do have some bidders there at 430. So we'll see here. Just watching CEI, just watching. Sterling, no, the float's not 160K. I'm not sure the exact float on CEI. 430's pulled there. Let's see CEI. See if we get this infinite dump back on down. Or is he going to start the base and hold here on CEI? I mean, we're still on a higher low uptrend. So, I mean, if you guys were going to play this on the long side, you just be playing the charts. I'd just say this 380 mark here. So this 380 mark here on CEI. To me, that would be the risk level. If you are going to play the stock here on CEI. So you just be playing the technical. Same thing with the short side. I'd probably say be risking the highs or risking that 450 line. And so when you guys are trading, I mean, you could look at the tape, try to get a read on it, but you really just want to play off your lines. Just go off your support lines, go off your resistance lines. That's how you want to trade. So if I was trading, if I was short, like I said, I'd probably be in, whatever. If I were hypothetically 435s, 450 line, probably be my risk line. If I was short, if I was long, maybe you got in, on a dip. If let's say it came back down, 410s, risking, 380 for looking for, 460 upside. Now, you don't just want to trade off the tape. You don't want to be like, oh, I see it soaking on the ask here. 444 is absorbing a lot here, absorbing a lot. I mean, you could see that, but is that enough just to enter the trade? Now, you want to know your risk, you want to know your target, and you want to know your stop loss. AGRX, 170. So it looks like we did enter that gap fill over on AGRX. Let me just confirm that. Yep, 170 was that mark. So AGRX definitely on potential for possible swing on AGRX. Let's have some swing potential here on AGRX for a second day move. Excuse me, we already went on a move, so this will be a multi-day move. So I'll be watching this one throughout the morning on AGRX. Good call for first name in chat. They call us at 140. So good job so far, CEI. CEI A nice uptrend still holding on up here on CEI. So we'll see what happens right around this 450 mark on CEI here. And there we go. There it is, CEI. More unloading here on CEI. Just not a good ticker. You can see just each time it's just trapping shorts and trapping longs. So no matter what CEI does, if CEI runs to $6, I will not be mad. I'll be more mad if I got in and I took a loss, because I would say, Nick, I broke some rules today. Why did I long a stock on my toxic ticker list? That would be something I wouldn't accept. Let's say I got in and it ran the 5 and I won a lot of money and I made a lot on the trade. I still wouldn't be okay. I'd be like, Nick, I broke some rules today. I got a little lucky. You gotta stick to your rules, guys. You gotta be disciplined when trading. That's gonna keep you around in this game for a long time. If you guys could stay disciplined and stick to your rules. AGRX, very nice. Nice steady uptrend. Coming up to 180 here. $100%, Richard. Nothing worse than breaking your own rules. 100%. Yeah, I'm hoping AGRX has some sort of pullback over lunch, consolidates, and then makes a move a little bit later in the day on AGRX. Because I don't want to get into a swing trade now. Because I like swinging stocks that are closing relatively strong. A lot could happen between now and 2-3 p.m., you know what I mean? So this is not one I would enter until later on today on AGRX. Let's see, CEI once again coming up to 450. Here we go, 456. And once again, another stuff. Each time it's making new highs. CEI just has a big stuff move back down. Each time. I mean, it has this nice little uptrend here, but it's just not clean at all. CEI, just every breakout, it's just stuffing and coming back on down on CEI. I just I don't trust it at all. One of these are going to be a massive one that's going to break down even harder, in my opinion. Just very, very crappy price action on CEI, and It's expected. It's expected of CEI. AGRX getting a little extended here. Good job for anyone who got long on AGRX. A little extended now. What do we have? I think 240 was the fill the gap. Let me just check. Yeah, so right around that 240 mark. 240 is that gap fill on AGRX. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Just want to look around. Let's see. IFMK coming up to 50 cents. IFMK coming up to today's high day. AGRX, we're watching this one. BLCM, light volume. Very light. Ship. Yes, you guys see a lot of light volume across the board. So really the only top two stocks on watch right now is CEI if you have shorts available, and AGRX. AGRX is nice, but I mean getting in now would be chasing. This would be a chase entry up here, 180s. If anything, we get more of a pullback to maybe like this 165 mark for a move back on up later in the day. So this would kind of be an area I'd be watching, maybe around 160s versus 150. That's kind of what I'm watching right now, what I'm looking at the moment. Maybe, Richard, maybe a little bit. I mean, probably not that much. I mean, I'm not sure how many traders use SurTrader. XNet making a red to green. Let's check out XNet real quick. Dreambox, good call there. Yeah, XNet trying to curl around here. XNet definitely trying to curl here. Testing view up right now. Testing that view up mark. We definitely see a push here if he could base over this 625 mark on XNet. Steve, you call a little profit on AGRX? Nice. So what time is it? It's 10:10 right now. Still looking around, not seeing anything I'm in love with. Maybe AGRX for a possible swing trade. That's really all I'm watching for a possible trade at the moment. Oh yeah, JJ, RDHL. Is that one starting to come back around? Not seeing. Oh, RDHL. RDHL. You know, I'd want to see some more higher lows there on RDHL. A little too early to kind of time it here. for RDHL. Need to see more of a steadier uptrend there on RDHL, but definitely gonna be keeping it on watch. Stock block saying it how it is. All right, man. I'll catch you later, dude. Anyone short on CEI? I know Sterling was looking at it. Anyone short there on CEI? All right, I'll see you later, Stockblock. Thanks, man. See you over in Discord chat. RDHL 770s here. IFMK, yeah, IFMK, nice one. I think IBS took that one over in chat. And JWAG too, nice. JWAG got it in at 38 cents, out at 48 cents, very nice. So a little bit of a lull in the action right now. If you guys have any questions for me, you guys could take some questions now if anyone has any questions for me. Also, if anyone's new, guys, you guys can check out our Discord chat. Links down below in the description, or the Nightbot has a link right there. And we also do have a options live stream going on at the same time as this one. So if anyone's interested in options trading, you can check out my trading partner Alex, doing some really good stuff there with the options. Chuck, yeah, I would say that that most of the references have different ones. FinViz is not going to be the same as Yahoo Finance. MarketWatch not going to be the same as Yahoo Finance. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But I do find Yahoo Finance to have the most accurate, in my opinion. So that's usually what I'll go off of, for fundamental data, the float, institutional ownership. And then you can compare them to, you check a few sources, so you could check out Trade Ideas, check out FinViz, check out Yahoo Finance. What do I consider a toxic ticker? Yeah, so right there, bad price action, history of giving back its gains. So something like NCTY is on my toxic ticker list, which has a giant history of giving back its gains. You can see here, just going on, massive fades. Opened up at 380, 383, closed at $2. You can see massive fades. Just a big history of giving back its gains. What else is a toxic one? I think LMFA is also toxic. Look at this. Just go on quick spikes, give back its gains. Quick spikes, give back its gains. You can see just a giant history of just giving back its gains. So those are stocks I consider toxic, along with bad choppy price action. That too, yeah. Gamer, constant reverse splits. Where are you looking to get in on AGRX? I'm kind of waiting for more of this 160 area. So kind of like right below this view up area. And right around here, I would say like 160-ish, versus 150. So I think this is a nice risk reward. You get it in low 160s, risking about 12, 13 cents for $2 plus upside. So I think that would be a great area to look to get in for a possible long. But I'm waiting more towards later in the day. Look at CEI. It's such... What a turd. Every time. Grind on up. Seller step in. Boom. Dump back down. Just disgusting CEI. I would love to see this thing crack. That'd be so nice. Wish I had borrows on CEI. Damn. Wish I had borrows. Nice. There's 380s. So let's see CEI dump on off here. But, oh yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so back to my point. EGRX. I'm going to be waiting for later in the day on that one. Maybe around like 1 or 2 p.m. Because I don't want to get in early and then it starts to fade. I want to see how it looks around later in the day. Because like I say, stocks that have strong closes have a higher chance of continuation the following day. See, yeah, I should be banned below the stock exchange. It's great. Chris, on the 5 minute, if RDHL gets strong again, would you consider buying below the view up again? 5 minute. Let me see. RDHL. Let me look. I haven't looked at the 5 minute. I usually go between the 1 and 3. Sometimes I'll look at the 5. All right. Let me see. Just loading up this chart right here in the 5 minute. For some reason, E-Trade's really slow this week. Past 2 weeks actually been pretty slow. I see what you're saying there, Chris. If we could get above $8, reclaim. The thing is, I need to see a strong volume push. So I'd want to see a strong volume push, like a 300K bar above 8, a pullback, and then some bid step in and it starts to hold a little bit. To me, that'll be a sign of strength, and that'll be something I'd be interested in along. When I'm looking for this wash, trap, and squeeze pattern, I need that strong volume push, and I need that pullback and base above whatever line you're interested in. That's how I like to play that setup. All right, let me just run through another quick scan. Let me see if make sure I'm not missing anything. CRC, nice. Someone called us out in pre-market. Nice little grind on up on CRC. All right, so we're not really missing anything, guys. Just a little bit slower morning for small caps this morning. A little bit on the slower side. Didn't really get too many gappers that were, that were great. Especially on the long side. CEI just choppy action. AGRX probably the play of the morning so far over on AGRX. First Name had a really good call out on that one in the 140s. So we'll continue to watch that one throughout the day. Let's see. Chris, and that play would most likely be overview up. I would say more over that $8 mark. A strong volume push over 8. And then, just a consolidation above 8. You want to see that $8 mark start the base. That'll show a strong sign of reversal. And it will go from, the bearish to bullish. Bulls will be in control. And then your shorts who are joining trend to the downside would now be stuck on our RDHL. And this one could definitely do that because remember, this one was easy to borrow. So we could have this thing be pretty short crowded on RDHL. That's why I did like RDHL. My favorite play this morning was on RDHL if it ever got some sort of volume towards it. But we just didn't get that on RDHL this morning. What's going on? Come to life. BLCM. Nice BLCM, nice little uptrend here. Kind of looks similar to AGRX in the morning too. Kind of the staircase pattern on up on BLCM. Similar in the float, similar institutional ownership. So I'm seeing some similarities between these two names here. Let me see how the daily looks. We don't have any sort of gap to fill. We do have some room on up here to the 200 day. The only thing I'm concerned about here is a little bit lighter in the volume on BLCM. AGRX was doing some much better volume here on the 1 minute candles, but nonetheless, BLCM, nice little move on up. We could definitely watch this one as well. So it looks like AGRX found some support there at 170s. Didn't get that 160s I would have liked on it. Would have liked this 160. See this little pivot here we kind of based here. Would have liked that because your risk level I'd say is 150. I'd say 150's backside on AGRX. So that's the level, that's the line I would want to risk off of on AGRX. So starting to curl a little bit here. Come to life, BLCM does have some warrants. All right, so does have some warrants in there. I cited in chat saying 57 million at 130. Also have a 60 million ATM. IFMK 59 cents. Great job if anyone caught that dead cat bounce on IFMK. I apologize. I forgot who called this one out, but someone did call this one out on IFMK around 45 cents. Now it's at 59 cents on IFMK. So nice dead cat bounce there on that play. Helena, it was you. Awesome. Great call out there on IFMK for giving us a heads up on that one. Eli, nice. 10 cents on IFMK. Great job. Awesome. Chris, appreciate the support, man. Thank you. Yeah, tomorrow's a new day, guys. If you didn't like anything today, perfectly fine. Tomorrow's a brand new day. And we just started off, well, at least I just started off this November, so we're still very early into the month, guys. Only the second day of November. So no reason to force if you didn't see anything you liked. I didn't see anything I was in love with this morning. Maybe CEI for a short, but I didn't have any borrows, and AGRX will be watching later on today. But to be honest, guys, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream soon. So I'm probably going to wrap it up in the next, maybe 10 minutes or so. It is a little bit slow this morning. So I'm probably going to give the stream another 10 more minutes. And I'll call it a morning, and I'll probably get back on later in the day and see what we got, over in, Power Hour. There's IFMK, 65 cents. IFMK doing its thing. Yeah, Sterling, I'm trying to find something too on IFMK. I'm trying to find why this thing dropped. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything either, Sterling. So let's put IFMK in the top, level 2. There's also BLCM new highs. Yeah, I'm not sure, Sterling. I'm just trying to think why it could have dropped. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe some people got scared in after hours and started selling into the bid side and opened up extremely low. But I'm not sure. Definitely strange why it tanked this much. So I'll probably give it 5 more minutes, guys, and I'm going to wrap it up. So if you guys have any last questions for me, or you want to talk about anything, just let me know. And if you guys enjoyed the stream, drop a thumbs up if you want to support the channel. We greatly appreciate that. And if anyone wants to talk one-on-one, feel free to DM me also on Discord. So heading into lunch, we'll be watching CEI, IFMK, and AGRX. AGRX probably my favorite play heading into lunch. And also, if RDHL could ever get over that $8 mark, I could look over that one as well on RDHL. T12. A little bit of a stretch there, maybe. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe they dumped it and then they bought lower to get in at a lower entry and then pump it. It's possible. That's another possibility. Yes, RJ Barrett is the savior. He's our only bright spot for the Knicks. RJ Barrett. It's gonna be a long season. It's gonna be a long season. All right, Jeremiah. Have a good one. I'll see you in Discord also. So another minute or two, guys. I'm gonna end it here. Another minute or two. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. It's only Monday, so we'll see what the rest of the week has in store for us. We gotta be patient, guys. Don't force, and let the trades come to you. Yeah, Lakers looking good too. I've been like what I'm seeing from the Mavericks too. Mavericks been looking good too. Really like the combination of Luka and Porzingis. I enjoy watching that kid play. Yeah, I think the Raptors will make the playoffs. Just, I mean, I just don't know they have that closer anymore. They had Kawhi to go to at the end of the games. I mean, who's going to step up for them now? I mean, is Siakam that guy? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, Kawhi. The Clippers are going to be crazy. I think the Clippers have a great chance to win it all. Yeah, Luka's one of my favorite players to watch. I love watching him. Stevie, thank you. Appreciate it. You got it, man. I think you meant to say Dirk. Yeah. I love Dirk. Yeah. Dirk was one of my favorites to watch, too. IFMK going for 80 cents here. IFMK going for 80 cents. Wow, what a dead cat bounce on IFMK. Congrats if anyone caught that. Mark Jones, appreciate the sub. Thank you. Appreciate the subscription. I do this live every day, guys. I'm gonna start throwing the scanners a little bit early. So scanners will be up around 8:30, and I usually go to around 10:30, 11. If it's hot, I'll go longer. That's how I usually run these live streams. Anyone's new to today's stream. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. It is 10:35. There's IFMK, 84 cents. Wow, very nice bounce there on IFMK. Congrats to anyone who did catch that one. And that's gonna be it for the live stream this morning. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a thumbs up. Would appreciate that. And I'll see you all on Discord, everyone. Peace.